Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. So, as you can see, I still have some Christmas stuff to talk about. Oh, definitely. So again, Scrooge. Yep, I'm going to be reviewing another version of A Christmas Carol again. So here we go. I mean, might as well, I suppose, because yeah, I just got to watching this version not that long ago, really. And also, thing is that it's on my to-do list. Now, technically, this is a notebook, which technically it is, but I'm calling it a to-do list because I have a lot to talk about. Oh, yeah. The thing is that this version of the story was brought to you by this American anthology variety TV series. It was broadcasted in the United States from 1954 all the way through to 1958 by CBS. But yeah, the thing is that I've never heard of the show up until now. So yeah, again, I've stumbled across this totally by accident, really. So yes, again, I came across this because, well, I had to look for something to talk about, and here we are. So anyway, of course, as usual, let's talk about the story, shall we? So here we go. Oh yeah. Like the old saying goes, misery loves company, and that's definitely the case for Scrooge here. So yes, of course, he gets visited by these goats, obviously. And that's the thing though, he's this grump old man. He just has a miserable life, I guess you would say, because that's what's going on here. And he gets visited because he needs to change his ways. But you just have to wonder, will he actually do it or not? It's up to him, obviously. So yeah, that's basically the summary of this. And this, of course, has some kind of singing in here, folks. A bit of singing, so which is, I guess, is fine. I suppose. I mean, it goes along with the holiday when you think about it. It's Christmas after all, so yeah. And yes, here's the thing though. Yeah, the music, the songs, they're a bit corny. Okay, yeah, this is a bit cheesy. I would definitely admit that. So this is definitely one of those movies. I guess it's a required taste, I suppose, and that's definitely is the thing here. I just want to talk about this because obviously it's Christmas, right? So this is like a lot of people's favorite holiday, a marvelous time of the year. Oh yeah, at least for a lot of people anyway. Just Scrooge is one of those kind of people. Yeah, he just doesn't want to be around happy people. He just don't want to be around anyone that's enjoying the festivity of this holiday. And I mean on Grump, definitely. He's definitely one of those kinds of people that doesn't want to be joyful in a time of the year and whatnot. And the whole thing with Tiny Tim, of course. Obviously, that's here, of course. Oh yeah, definitely. But altogether, I guess that's pretty much what this is going on with his story. I mean, yes, I know I'm aware based on a novel, which I've not read like at all. Just throwing it out there. So I don't know if it's faithful to the novel or not. I know I'll keep reviewing different adaptations of this book, but I know the overall idea is there. It's just the details might be somewhat different from movie to movie, having their own variations on specific scenes or lines of dialogue or whatever, but the overall idea will be right there. So that's something I suppose. So whatever. But and here's my Christmas lights. Oh yeah, I have to set them up somewhere. So here they are. Okay, whatever. I just thought I'd just decorate the place in my own way. So here we are. I thought they looked nice. Or it cost me out like, okay, it's very cheap. I'll tell you that. It's very cheap lights. I don't care. I use them anyway. So whatever. Anyway, yeah. I just thought that this movie was definitely one of these type of movies I had to talk about because I've watched it not that long ago, really. So I had to put on my to do list. Oh, definitely. I know this technically is a notebook, but I'm calling it a to-do list anyway because I have a quite a bit of stuff to talk about. Oh yeah, I have quite a bit of stuff to review anyway, and it was on the list. This movie right here was definitely on the list of just movies I've talked about, and I just thought it could be a fine idea to just talk about maybe different, several different versions of the story here, because I thought why not? That would just be a good thing to talk about because I know there've been adaptations of popular books on film or television, and people want to do their own take on it. I mean, they're not going to always succeed, of course. There's going to be some that are worse than others, and yes, obviously, there's going to be some better than others, obviously. But that's the thing. There definitely, when it comes to this kinds of like indie books, really, of course, that's going to happen. Everybody's going to have their own take, different directors, different screenwriters, of course. And obviously, this is not going to have the biggest budget out there, like at all. It's not going to have the biggest budget, really. And in some ways, yes, you can tell. You can obviously tell it really doesn't. And I guess that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, really. It just depends on how you can use it. It depends on how well crafted it is. You have to get creative. It depends on the talent. It depends on who's running it. Obviously, it depends on who's doing uh the production, of course, the production team, the director. It just depends on how you can deliver the story. Because at the end of the day, that's what ultimately really matters, really. When you think about it. Oh yeah, this definitely is one of those times where yes, it's not gonna be for everybody. But this movie, I thought it was okay. This version, I thought it was okay. I suppose it's definitely not one of my cup of tea. I thought it was a one-time thing. I just watched it once, and that was it, really. But I mean, for what it's worth, do I hate it? No. I thought it was pretty. I thought it served its purpose. I thought it served what it's supposed to be doing. It had an idea and just went with it. I suppose. So there's that. I guess you can say. In other words. So I didn't. It didn't. I didn't hate this movie. I just seen better. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, this one was quite alright, I suppose. And I thought the execution was pretty solid. I thought the acting was decent. In this one, of course, obviously. So I don't know. I guess I would recommend it. I suppose if you have nothing else to watch, really, this movie's not that. This version is not that long. It really isn't. It's not that long at all. Anyway, I'll give this version of the story a Novaval rating of a 6.6 out of 10. It's a 6.6 out of 10 for me. And of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Next time, see you. Oh yeah, later. Oh yeah.